it's also fun just being here with these guys because we didn't know each other until this happened. I mean, now we get to hang in real life, which was a lot of fun. But it's play basically what we're up to.
You have to just you have to be okay with making a fool of yourself.
There you go.
Just making crazy sounds and voices, and you do it in a room. Most of the time I was on Zoom with Pierre Coffin, the director, and nowhere near these guys, and just doing in my own bubble, doing my work, and then seeing it all together the other day was amazing. And then knowing I was going to be here with these two today, it was just. It's so weird to have done a movie and just be meeting them for the first time.
I play a crazy monster in the movie, and I run around. It's less old Hollywood. He's more confused of what time he's in, and he just wants to eat minions.
He's
Understandable.
He's a shell collector too.
A shell collector too. I said the shell bra I want to wear to the premiere, but my daughter was not happy about that.
Well, I haven't worked with any twins. I've worked with two brothers, directors, the Coen brothers.
Oh.
Now they're quite different, And look at the beautiful work they make. The pudding that pops out of their oven. My God, very different. I love the fact that being different is not a bad thing. And we need our differences. It's just if the world could be like we make movies, wouldn't that be great? All these, you make movies and everybody's got different political thoughts, different philosophies. None of that matters. We're all about making something beautiful, something that we can say, look. Isn't that cool what we did?
I wasn't expecting to cry during this interview. It's beautiful.
Huh?
It's just beautiful. It's true. It's beautiful. It's sad when you realize, can't we just all make something creative together? Wouldn't that just work?
Right?
I love playing. I was telling them it was basically my mother on steroids a little bit. But I love doing voice work. I love working with Pierre Coffin, who would be on a Zoom with me, and I would do each line, 10 different ways, and it was just, it was thrilling. And sometimes I'd get to throw some ad libs in, which was fun. But I really enjoy this work, not for the least reason being, did that make sense? Not for the least reason being going in your sweatpants and just being crazy. So much fun.
You should be a tour guide. You should do the voiceover for the Universal tour buses. I was in Secret Life of Pets, a couple of those movies, and Brian Lynch wrote those, and he wrote this with Pierre. Brian Lynch is an amazingly talented guy and has given me opportunities to be in these movies. My favorite part right now is going to Universal, like you just said. My voice is on the Secret Life of Pets ride, and I just take my kids there and just stare at them and hope that they'll
recognize you. Do they recognize you? They finally?
Yeah, my daughter said something crazy. I'm a dog in Secret Life of Pets, and it's just the dog is just spinning on a wheel going, "Rah, rah." And she looked at me, she's 8, and she went, "Do you realize that all day long you're just screaming in a room in California?" And I was like, yeah, that's crazy.
My character's not part of the film history element of this movie, so for me a lot of it just seeing it for the first time as an audience member. I took my kid to the screening. We had a private screening because I'm in the movie, and my kid was laughing at all of the great silly things, and I had the kind of that pretentious adult laugh, I see what they're doing. When I saw references to Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin, etc., and kind of appreciated them as an adult, appreciating very sophisticated kind of allusions to old Hollywood.
Totally. I mean, I had the time of my life doing this. It felt like winning the lottery. But I honestly didn't, as it is sometimes when you do these movies, I didn't know a ton about what it would be about or what it would look like. So getting to experience it for the first time a couple weeks ago when I too was at a private screening because I'm in the film. I don't have children. Yeah. But I did dress up. Right. I did dress up as a minion alongside my friends who also dressed up as minions. And the people at Universal didn't want to let us in because I don't think that they thought we were invited, but we were. And I was so in awe of what they created and put together. Of course, this is just hundreds and hundreds of amazing artists who have carefully crafted every single moment and character and image and joke, and to be like a tiny part of it, and just to get to see what they do was extraordinary.
I hope we make it to Halloween, is what we're hoping. Is that people dress like us at Halloween.
That's why we do it.
That's why we're in this.
We're in
that's
it
why.
for the
Yeah.
costumes.
I think when you take a role, the assumption is people will dress like you.
The hope.
Yeah.
That's my first sort of thing I talk to my agents about.
course, of
Is
course.
this
What's
something
the
people
outfit?
could dress up
Yeah.
as one day?
You know, I like our storyline is so great. Especially because I'm an actor and I do a lot of, big, violent, silly movies. But my wife is like an activist. And so anytime I can go home to her and say like, no, this one is about a suffragette that I fall in love with. She's like, okay, continue. You can go.
I thought that they were just brilliantly written and a great couple. Great pair, certainly for me. Yeah.
Me too, definitely. It was a great relief. The weird thing with this kind of thing is that you record it in a bubble, you're recording it isolated, and so you can't really have an effect on the other person because you're recording in such an isolated way. But when they told me it was Zoey, I was like, oh, it's amazing, it's perfect, she's so wonderful, and I could immediately imagine the storyline in my head more vividly.
Yeah, I was just a little bit sad that I didn't get to act
Same
with
room.
Jesse because I just adore him and love acting with him, working with him.
I couldn't believe what I was looking at. I couldn't believe that these scenes were like so visually rich with jokes that, were you to watch the movie 20 times, you'd start finding stuff. I only saw the movie once. I'm seeing it tomorrow again for the second time, but I feel like I could watch it 100 times because it's just one of these things, especially because you're not on set for a movie like this, that when you're watching, it's like, I just can't conceive of how this was made.
My first reaction was like, though of course this is a big studio movie, I was like, this is an experimental, eccentric
you're exactly
kind of,
right.
I was like, this is unlike any animated movie I've ever seen, and certainly
truly
unlike
unusual,
of this genre. And I think the feeling I had, based in absolutely zero fact or information, is that these artists were given a little bit more kind of freedom to explore what's really like deep in them. They're one of their deepest core loves is cinema, and to like pay homage to it in this, like I said, slightly experimental way, while also still landing all these markers of what kids want to see in an animated movie, adults want to see in an animated movie, but also what's, I don't know, personal. Like it's very different in an inspiring way to me.
That was the best. It was really the best, and also I could do just about anything because this movie is literally a Minion movie, like literally, like a Minion, a movie with Minions, but maybe a movie by a Minion, maybe. So I could do, because while writing it, I was writing it like very seriously, like saying like, no, we can't put the invention of sound was in that year, so we can't do that. And then we're talking about the economic crisis of 29, but we couldn't place it correctly, so we're stating like in 27 everything is going well, and then nothing is going to go wrong in a couple of years. So I could cheat with a timeline. I could do like a lot of reinterpretation of reality and history. That's why we start off the movie with this Muybridge horse running, which, well, a few know, but the father of cinema is actually him, because and then we have like a Minion just photobombing the whole thing, and the idea of the whole movie is just to see how the Minions would photobomb like all the classics we know and love. He was a filmmaker because we're talking about movies and stuff, but he could have been like a musician, a sculptor, a writer. It's all about it's about like a character who has a passion for something, for an art form, and you could apply that to any art form, actually. Like a guy with a passion has a friend, but he's eaten by this passion, and so the friendship with his friend gets broken. But then there's a certain realization at some point, and then they go back together and save the Earth and the universe in the end. That's always our plan with Minions movie. That's why we're hard on ourselves for 3 years. That's the time we're allowed, and I think it's the correct time to do things and redo them constantly for 3 years, because that's the secret. Like if something funny survives during those 3 years, then it has to be maybe funny. So that's our process, is constantly rewriting stuff and see and also preview it just to see if my Minionese is understandable and if the gags are actually funny. everyone was so incredibly motivated, just I think because of the subject matter and the surprise of having Minions during that time period and during this golden era of Hollywood where you're not expecting to see the Minions sort of go through that period. So yeah, no, they were really, really kind and very generous with their talent.